moving on to something that I must ask you about.
Okay.
When I was doing all my research, as you do for the podcast, I saw that you sang Fight Song with a very special person on the 1989 tour, Taylor Swift. Can you tell me, first of all, how that happened? Did you just call Taylor up? Or
It's her neighbor.
Just what I did.
Or did she call you up? What happened?
Yeah, she texted me and said, "Hey, are you free July or whatever the date was, June, whatever?" And I was like, "Clearly, I'm gonna say no. I mean, like, I will move anything. Why?
Right.
What's up?" She's like, "Do you want to be my guest on my tour?"
Oh,
I was like,
So wait, you
"Yes,
said
I
she
do.
texted you. So
Yes,
did
I
you?
do."
Were you guys already friends?
Yeah, we were friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry to be so casual about that.
I know you
No.
just like totally have Taylor Swift
Because
number.
I was kind of waiting for you to be like, I think a crazier story would be like, it said like, "Hi, this is Taylor Swift," and you'd be like, "How did you get my
no.
number?"
That would have been
Right.
But she probably has
Through
everyone's
Kevin.
number through the government.
Through the
Right.
government.
Right.
Well, she is the government.
She's
So you and Taylor are old friends.
Yeah, I mean, well, we had just met at the
Oh,
time. Like we had
nice.
met maybe like as one does when their song becomes number one.
Yeah.
You meet Taylor.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so I met Taylor at I forget where, maybe I think I went to her tour before I sang on it. That's what it was. And I was singing outside in the parking lot. Yes, that's what it was. I was singing a radio event outside in the parking lot of her 1989 tour. But Fight Song was like number one. It wasn't like sad.
Right,
Well, like I
right.
played lots of sad parking lots, but
Right.
this was like a fun parking
It was
lot.
a happy
It was
parking lot.
I mean, it's like
Great.
tailgating thing.
Yeah,
There was like a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
thousand people. And then after I went inside to see the show, and then we met. It was lovely.
gosh.
She was so nice and
And then you went
Cool.
and sang with her in front of 50,000 people. What was like the moment for you? Maybe it was this, maybe it was a different moment where like you were doing a show and it was the first like time that you really recognized people like singing your lyrics back at you. Was there like
Oh,
a
yeah.
moment?
Yeah, it was actually before Fight Song. I had a
Oh.
song out on the radio called 1,000 Ships. And I don't know how deep your research went, but if it had gone
I
deeper.
did see about that song.
Okay.
I did.
You
I-
can actually hear the acapella influence in it.
Okay.
My girl, because it's like ha ba 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 is the laying back of the track. And it's like
Oh.
it's like
Yeah. No, keep going. Keep going.
I forget what a beat was.
Yeah.
It's like awful actually when you do it in the air.
Oh, I wanted to start it.
I know, I thought we were gonna do it.
If you needed that from me. Da, 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 da. And now with vitamin soldiers, get your pretty eyes to see. Anyway,
Thank
so
you.
that was it.
I was having fun.
And
Yeah.
and people started to sing it because it was on the radio, and it
Aw.
got to like the top 20, and that was cool. And
Wow.
Yeah, and so but then it fell off the chart, and then everything fell away, and that's when I moved to LA to write songs because it all went away.
Wow.
And then it all came back.
And then it all came back.
I mean, that's gotta be a bit of a moment when you're like, oh, I'm finally having the success. Like there's a song climbing the charts, and it's like, oh wait.
Yeah,
It fell
it's
away
horrible.
before it got-
It's horrible. It's horrible. My
And that-
Boston
I
accent.
love that.
Yeah, it's really hard. And to be honest, even now, it's been 7 years since I released my last album.
Yeah.
And I took time off because I had babies and the pandemic. And also because I needed to go back and find out, like, what do I want to say? Who am I now? I'm not this thing. I'm not what I was.
Yeah.
I'm not a girl.
Thank
But I was like, songs to me, I have to live them. They're not, I can write them easily if they're not that deep for me, but like the ones that really impact people, it seems to be, have to come from pain or like earned experience or life. And so even now coming back out there after 7 years, there's the ups and downs that continue to happen in a career, no matter how famous you've been or how, top of the charts you were. It's just the nature of this industry and also life, right? Like it's up peaks and valleys, but like I'm even in another one now. And I had to really like kind of understand that I made a choice to go have my family and be a mom. And I made that choice to step away.
Yeah.
And a lot of men that don't have to have, carry the babies don't have to make that choice and don't have to step down. And I think it's like honorable to speak up for women and moms everywhere and be like, look, you are going to make hard choices, and sometimes you're going to have to choose your family, and then you're going to have to eat shit a little bit if you want to come back into your career, and that's okay.
Thanks so much for watching this clip from our podcast, Counter-Melodies.
If you'd like to watch the full episode, be sure to click the link in the description.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Counter-Melodies.